Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky here today with the new Sakuraco box, and this is for April. I got it early. I actually had it for a few days earlier, but this is the only time I've been able to film. It came really early. I guess the longer you're with them, the faster they ship it out. So if you're at the end because you just started, it takes a while to get out to you, and that is the truth. But it appears the longer you've been there, my cat's messing with something in the window, then it gets there faster because you move up in the grouping. So it's like, there you go. I'm moving up to the top. So there you are. So I do want to say that I did end up extending this box. I originally wasn't going to, and I wanted this cup. I was thinking about it anyway because I'm really enjoying it, and they had beautiful cups for Sakura season, which is cherry blossom season, and I fell for it. Because I was already thinking about it. If I wasn't thinking about it, I wouldn't have been lured in. But you can see them online. This is the one that I got, and it's absolutely beautiful. So it has the yellowish green with the pinks. Actually, it matches my shirt. It's fantastic. I thought I'd get one of the plates. And I was like, I don't want one of the plates. I want the cup. And I got it. I got one of the ones I wanted. Because usually I usually don't get the ones that I want. I got it. I was so happy, I think I squealed. And my friend was like, wow. So there you go. He's like, I'll buy you a cup. I went, it won't be this cup. So you better not break it. There you go. So this is it. And always, always a joy it is. I did cut the seal to make life easier. And then here you go. This is it. Cherry blossom season. I've been to Japan during cherry blossom season. It was beautiful. It was amazing. And yes, you'll see channels with water going through, especially in Kyoto like this, and it reflects like that. I actually have photos exactly like this from Kyoto, and it is just absolutely beautiful. I love this so much. I love it. I love it. So it talks about the nightlife and fast food in feudal Japan. It's a little bit of history, which I love. I love, I love, I love. I love. Give me that history. And then you have like the blossoms. This is in Yazakura. And it just talks about the festivals. And then, of course, the delicious food. I am just so excited by this. I am so excited. I love this. This alone is just fantastic. This alone is just fantastic. And then, of course, the beautiful snacks. This is what it looks like. I love the little postcards. Spring greetings from Sakuraco and Sakuraco family. And it's a very traditional postcard or tapestry that you'll see from Japan, which I love. So well done. And then you have these delicious snacks. I'm so excited, as I should be. So honestly, I am just bringing that up again. I'm so excited by that. I've already used it. That's why it's out. I wanted to see which one I got. I got this box about 4 days ago, and I was like, I want to see which one I got. And I was so excited when I got it. I was like, I know. I didn't look at the other item in here, but I'm sorry. I tried to be patient, but it really is that cute. I mean, look at this. This is why I keep signing up to this. It's a small fortune to order this box, but you know what? I was like, I don't care. I will eat ramen for a couple days. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, and actually ramen's really good. But yeah, I don't care. You can make a few tweaks in the budget. Okay, so the first one that we're going to look at is Sakura Daifuku. And I, of course, saw this. I know there's going to be a lot of cherry blossom flavored things. And actually, I'm heading over to Minamoto Kachoen, which is here in New York City this coming week. I'm so excited. So there you go. Here is the beautiful packaging on this. And I know I am going there for the springtime. But they won't get all the goods quite yet. But it's coming up. So this looks like it's a mochi of some sort. And they actually sell things like that there. So I am excited to try this. Oh, and they're in individual packaging, which you can take these as a little snack. And it's probably red bean paste. Oh, that mochi. I love mochi. I absolutely adore mochi. And it's not red bean paste, it looks like. No, it's like some kind of Sakura jelly. And it is absolutely fantastic. I know I'm not going to eat the whole thing here because there's a lot in this box. No, who cares? It is bean paste. It is bean paste. I wasn't sure, but it is bean paste. So I know some people don't like the red bean paste. I love it. I could eat that stuff all day long. I totally understand the love for it. But from a Western standpoint, some people get a little bit with it. I don't. I could eat it all day long. So the next one is Sakura Green Tea. And I love green tea. I know some people are like, green tea. I'm like, keep giving me green tea. Keep giving me green tea. I love this. And this is quality. Quality. So I've been enjoying it quite a lot. But the ones that I've been getting here, I'm like, keep it coming. Keep it coming. So the next one is a Sakura Wafer. Now these are the ones that I've been eyeing. Oops, this isn't it. Yes, it is. Okay, this is what it looks like. And there's two of them in here apparently. So one of them I'm going to save. Really beautiful. So I can eat that one later. You're just really getting warm in here. It's interesting. It's still winter, but we got a warm snap. And it's humid. It's always humid in New York City. Yay. So this is what it looks like. And it's a Sakura Wafer. And it's basically cherry blossom flavored. I love these things. I love these. I just think they're wonderful. They're so delicate. So be careful when you're opening it because I think I just broke it. No. Okay. Nope, I didn't. Maybe I did. We'll see. So it looks like there is 2 in each package. Nope, it's one big one. It just was, see how it's coming apart there? So really beautiful and it has a heart on it with Sakura. Oh my gosh. This is why I dropped the money. If you saw the price, you would go, I just split it up in like 2 sections. So I got 6 months and then this is my second 6 months. And that way it was a little bit more palatable and you just don't think about it again. It's like it's paid for. Don't think about it. Maybe I should have waited till after tax return. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll do it to where it's after tax return. If I get a bonus, after bonus, and then tax. That's the only way to do this. It's not cheap. This is definitely not cheap. But it is absolutely beautiful. And yes, I am using my old plate that I got the first time. Hopefully you can see my cat chilling in the background. I don't know if you can. But I am so excited to try this. Well, let me break it like this. Uh-oh, my other cat's coming. She's like, what is this? So this is just a soft little wafer like that. Yeah, you can taste the light floral of the Sakura. Oh, so good. That is so good. Like, I want to eat it now, but I'm not going to eat the whole thing now. I don't even know where I put the wrapper. This is so good. This is so good. I love the light crispiness of the wafer with the beautiful cream inside. I don't think they have this at Minamoto Kichoen. And the only reason I keep bringing that up is because it's the one place in New York City where you can get Japanese treats all the time. And I hope they have something like this because this is amazing. I know they have matcha ones, but they're thicker. And honestly, I could eat a whole box of these and then have tea and yeah. But then you'd have to be careful because, you know, you want to stay healthy. Not, you know, little treats are good here and there, but these things are lethal because you can eat a whole box and go, oh, they're so light. You're good. Okay. Whoa. Okay, my cats are totally getting up in my business here. Hey, that's not for you. So even kitties like Sakura. So this one is the Sakura Senbai. Is it Senbei? Senbai? I'm going to have to look it up next time because, look, I'm going to keep butchering your beautiful language. But, you know, at least I can show a little bit more respect. I'm trying. But these are just beautiful. So they're kind of similar to, and look at the packaging. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Just look at that. I don't even want to open this up. It's so cool. It's just so beautiful. But of course I do. I mean, it's just, honestly, this would be a great gift for someone. And I'm not being sponsored in any way, shape, or form. There are 3 of these in here. I'm not being sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I'm not. This is just me spending my own money. And honestly, if I knew somebody was totally into cultural things and are specifically Japanese culture, I would get them a couple months of this. I totally would. Just look at this. Look at that. Ah, and they get here and they're unharmed. Like, they pack it in a way that nothing gets destroyed. I think one thing I got was broken, and that was like the first month. Honestly, how do they do it? I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is so good. It almost tastes like if you've ever had a stroop waffle from the Netherlands, it's that, or ice cream cone. It's like basically an ice cream cone with a beautiful color on it for Sakura. Very light, would be amazing with tea. This box keeps amazing me every single darn time. It really does. It really does. I think, nah, it won't, and then it does. Excitement. So the next one is the Ume Rare, and these are the crackers. I always really like these. Actually, I really love the Valentine's Day one, and oh my god, they were so good. So it doesn't really say what flavor, but it looks like bold fragrance. It does. Of Ume Blossom, gives a hint of the aroma sourness of the fruit, which means this is going to be very complex, which excites me. I know, I hate to do it, but you gotta sometimes use your teeth, because I keep forgetting scissors. This is to keep it nice and happy, and you know, you don't want it you know, getting soggy or something on the way here. I love these crackers. I love them. I love these. I could eat these every time. I know some people I've read online say sometimes it gets repetitive. I don't care. Get repetitive. This is so good. I love these. There's a new Japanese store that opened up in Brooklyn. It's been there about a couple months. I'm going to see if they have stuff like this, because I would eat that every day. It is so good. And it has a sweetness to it, then a sourness, and then a saltiness, and then it goes all the way around. I mean, yeah, it's sweet, then it goes spicy, then it goes sour, then it goes salty, and you take this whole journey with it. And I love that. And that's why when people say, oh, Japanese, you know, it's very delicate flavors. I'm like, it can be, but then they have the ones that are so complex like that. And it's just, it takes you for a ride. And it's not always bold in your face, and I don't need that. I don't need that. And I love bold flavors, but honestly, it's just so good. It's so unique, and I absolutely adore it. Okay, so this is Nagano apple jam bun. So this is interesting. They always have a bready product like this, and this is very interesting. It's by Italian bakers, so pioneered by Italian bakers. This bun, sometimes soft and moist dough with the aroma of Nagano apple jam, basically. So it's kind of like Italy meets beautiful Japan. And this excites me because I love apple jam. I love apple butter here in the US, and I know most people don't know what that is. It's hard to find. I love it. As a kid, it was my favorite. But it goes bad really quickly. And so I'd always get upset because I would try to make it last for as long as I could, because I was kind of a poor kid. So I would get that for like my birthday, a jar of that. I know. So again, poor child. And I would save it for as long as possible, and then it would go bad. Because I was trying to keep it as long as I could. I know. And then I would get all upset, and my mom's like, what were you doing? So really soft bread product, and you can see the apple there. Oh, you can smell the apple coming through. I just love this. I just love these little bread products. I do sometimes share them with my buddy because it's a lot. There's a lot in these boxes, and actually I'm shocked by how much they got in here this month. It actually seems like more than usual because I took some photos of it. Spoiler. So during this video, during one of the cuts, and not before. So I do like to share because it's a lot of treats. So this would be fun to share with the family or with friends and have them over, especially for Sakura season. Okay, so let me break a little piece of this off because I barely got any of that apple. So this is what it looks like. It's really in there. It's like apple jelly more than a butter. So what's nice about this is that the bread isn't very sweet, like at all. Nah, there's a little sugar in there, not like American standards. We love the sugar in our breads, which I don't really care for. So the bread has very little sugar. The sugar's in the jam. It's actually more of a jelly, not a jam. It just has this beautiful balance to it. It's the perfect, because the bread isn't that sweet and then you get the jam. It's just the perfect balance. Honestly, I don't know if I'll be sharing that one. I know, I like to share, but that is so good. That is so darn good. It's just so soft and just delicate and just beautiful. And I haven't eaten yet today. And so I'm trying to learn my lesson a little bit, you know, because it makes it a little bit easier. Make myself feel less guilty. So this is an apple cookie, and it looks like you get 2 of those, which excite me. Here we go. We'll put one here. And it is Nagano. Let's see. So Nagano again, famous for growing irresistible apples. So that's why you're seeing a lot of things. They're going to certain areas that basically specialize in that, which I love. So I guess they'd be going to Washington here because Washington is the apple state here, though Oregon gets quite a few apples. But yes, so this one was broken, but no big deal. Oh, you can smell the apple. Very good. It's like a biscuit, like in England that you'd have for tea. Very similar to that, you know, the crisp. Very light apple taste. I like it. I'm not a big biscuit person though. I know, for shame. Anyone who's into it is like, for shame. How dare you? It's just not for me. It's very good though, very light, crispy. It's just, it's never been my thing. I'm not a big bread person, so I know some people are like, I know. I'm still a good person though. So the next one is the Milk Manju. And this is milk dough and creamy filling. This manju features truly satisfying textures, which I'm excited to see if that is true. And I'm sure it is. I'm never disappointed. Except with, oh, no, not disappointed. I broke through it. Yeah. So this one definitely, oops, a little bit broken, has moisture to it. So I'll go ahead and just take that piece off. This is what it looks like. Ah, there's stuff. I wonder if that's red bean paste. What is that? I think so. I like this. I like this one a lot, actually. It's really, really delicate. Really beautiful. The flavors are delicate, very moist. I don't know what I mean anymore. But it is very moist. I know. I had to go there. It's really good. Very delicate, especially after everything else that's very flavorful in a lot of ways. Well, not overly flavorful. It's very delicate and well balanced. This one's just kind of like a palate cleanser in between, which is like, whew. Okay. Because some of those crackers, they're RA, man, those things rock. So this is a senbai boat, which I've been wondering what this is. Very cool. It's presented and evoking the image of boats used in Japanese festivals. This award-winning assortment of rice crackers comes in an edible tray. I was wondering what this was. This is freaking cool. Oh no, it's broken. That's okay. It made a long trip, and these things happen. My boat broke. I'm not much of a swimmer, so this isn't good, but it did indeed break, and that's okay. It's very delicate. What a cool idea, though. I wonder if I can get it out to show you. It's a boat with crackers in it. There you go. So there was a little bit of an accident. We're treading water here, but this is what it looks like. I am a little concerned because I just saw something on top. It's a real shrimp cracker. Now, I love the fact that Japan did this because that's something that is I've seen in Japan before, so it's very true to Japan. But to a Western aesthetic, it may freak people out. That's a shrimpy. It's a real shrimpy. And the rest of them are just various crackers, so you can see. And then they're on a boat. I just had to show this because this is like the coolest freaking thing ever. Let's taste what the boat tastes like. Fishy crackers. Oh, my cat likes that. Oh no. I know. This send by boat brings all the kitties to the yard. So there you go. Okay, so do I eat the shrimpy just because it's here? I'm a little bit nervous by it, but part of me is like, what is the point of doing this if people are going to see me do this? Bon appetit. Oh, wow. It's a shrimpy. It's been cleaned out from its, internal goodness. And it's very crunchy. You can tell it has shell on it. It's been cooked. So it's not going to bug you. But, wow. It is most definitely a shrimp. A real life shrimp. And I did not expect that texture. Because a lot of it's the shell. It's been fried, so you can definitely eat it and it's not going to hurt you. But you can taste the sweetness of the shrimp and the shell breaking. So that was unique. I didn't expect that. And I actually love the fact that they did this because I feel like sometimes the company plays it a little bit safe. And the reason why is, I think, because of Western taste. I'm hoping, like, there's probably, I've seen people around the world who order this for their parents who are from Japan and are living in different parts of the world. But I like the fact that they go with something that may be pushing the limit a little bit for people who are here in like Western countries. I know in the US we need a little bit of pushing sometimes with a unique flavor. So it was interesting. I don't know if I would eat a whole bag of them, but it wasn't bad. I think it's more like in your head, you're like, this is a full animal thing. Or shrimp. But it's actually really good. Yeah, it's good. But the thing is the shell. I'm very much aware of the shell. It's all in my mouth now. And that's a little bit different. It's not really how I roll in life, but that's okay. It's not always about me. Okay, so we have 2 jellies this month. And the first one is Sakura Kazumochi, which is a whole pickled sakura blossom enclosed in the beautifully presented and refreshing Kazumochi. So I've seen this before, and this is very strange for some people. This is salted. So this part of the sakura will be salted. Again, at Minamoto Kichoen, when you order these, they have these. And it's this beautiful dessert. I have it actually on this channel. You can go back and find it. I think it's like 2-3 years old. I didn't film for a couple years, so it's back there. But this one, it's actually good, but it's salty. It has a saltiness to it and a sweetness. So it's that whole, is it umami, where it's kind of like the whole experience. You're going all the way around. And so this will be good, but just know if you have this box, it's going to be salty. It's pickled, is what they're calling it. So just be prepared. Versus the Sakura jelly, which I don't know. It has a Sakura blossom on the top, filled with Sakura petals, is guaranteed to impress. So this one I don't think is going to be the salted one. I think it's just going to be a regular leaf. I love Sakura flavor. It's just absolutely beautiful. But the white one will be saltier, briny. It'll be briny. Because it's pickled. So you have to be prepared. Just, I don't want you coming back going, I didn't expect that. I warned you. I warned you. And it's delicious. So then there's the Sakura content. And this content jelly has a mild cherry blossom fragrance and pairs perfectly with a cup of tea. So I'm excited by this. So it's a jelly. I don't think I've ever had any of the jellies. I've heard of them, but I just haven't gotten around to them. And they're not easy to... Oh! I know what this is. This is so exciting. So it's basically Japanese wrapped candy. And what they do, it's coming apart, unfortunately. There's a part of it... Let me see if I can get this out. Because I want to eat it. And I know everybody's like, what are you doing? Are you eating the packaging? Oh, no, 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 no. I love these. So what it is it's wrapped in rice paper. And it's edible. See? Now, I remember as a kid being intrigued by these. We used to get these in the store. You can get them in like Asian stores. And I was so intrigued. My mom's like, you can eat the paper. I went, no, it's plastic. Nope. I'll eat the whole thing. Because it's just so good. It's a jelly. It's so delicious. And then the rice paper. It is so good. It has the lightest taste of Sakura. And I love that rice paper. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I forgot all about these. I used to eat these as little kids. My mom's like, you can get any candy in the store. And my brothers, of course, are getting a chocolate bar. I would get these. I would get these. I know. It was crazy because they do have some chocolate. And like, it would be like, if you went to some of the Asian stores, and even here, they'll have some Americanized things as well. In case you're somebody who's buying just like fish or various things for your recipes. So, oh man, there's only one other one. No, I want more. I want more. So you could get like a chocolate bar, and my brothers would do that. And I was like, no, I want this. And I would get it because I loved it. I was always a strange child. So the next one is the Sakura Manju. And it is salt pickled cherry blossom worked into its dough, giving this manju a mildly salty taste, perfectly offsetting the bean paste. This is what I'm talking about. It's very common to have pickled sakura. And I know that throws people off, but it's very briny, and then you mix it with the sweet taste. And it's actually pretty good, but I could see how some people would be like, to it, because they're just not used to it. They're just not used to it, and try it. Just try it. And I'm glad that they're doing this. So this is what it looks like. I mean, it just smells like dough, but I know there's a salty goodness just waiting for me. Okay, so here we go. I'm curious. Oh, it's not that bad. The Sakura ones that I've had are really, really salty, and then it blasts the sweet away. This isn't bad at all. This is actually quite good. Has the red bean paste and a little bit of the brininess, but honestly, you could barely taste it. You wouldn't even know what it was. You would probably just think that somebody put a little salt in there, but it's salt with a little bit of kick. It's excellent. This is absolutely excellent. Like, honestly, you wouldn't even know what it was. You wouldn't even know, and I love this. Okay, so now the last thing in here, before I get to the plate or whatever it is, I think it's a plate, are the chili arare. So it's a big chili cracker. I hope it whoops my butt. I hope it's spicy, but I don't think Japan tends to do that too much. They tend to be a little bit better. So it's almost like a little puff. You can smell it. So it smells of sesame oil and spice. I love sesame oil and I love spice. I think it's going to make me sneeze. But here we go, because I already... Yeah, it's going to make me sneeze if I keep smelling it. Whoa, that's loud. That is so good. That is so freaking good. It's not overly spicy. If you have a real low tolerance for spice, it might be too spicy for you. I have a high spice tolerance. I love spicy food. I love spicy. I went to a restaurant recently where they warned me when I got an appetizer, they go, it's spicy. And I went, okay, I said I really like spice. And so they made it more spicy than usual. I didn't know they were going to make it spicier. I just thought they were warning me. They made it spicier. And my friend that I was with took one bite and went, oh. Went straight to his wine. For me, I was like, wow. And it's a French North African fusion place, one of my favorite restaurants in New York City. And I could hear him speaking in French, because I don't speak French well, but I understand it enough. And he was like, she was so, he was like, she really liked it. And she was like, she didn't think it was bad. And he was like, no, she loved it. She's like, oh. Not because the food's magnificent, but she really put a lot of spice in it. And she's like, oh, You can hear him discussing it. I think that I was going to return it. I'm like, no way. I will order it like that every time. It was so good. But yeah, my other friends were like, no, this is because they give you, they're like little beignets but they're spicy. And everybody was like, no. Except for me, I'm like, meh. So this little chili arare has a little bit of a kick. For me, I can taste the kick, but if you really can't deal with heat, it's going to make you sad. It's going to take you to a sad place. But for someone like me, I could even eat it spicier. But if I did, I think it would lose its balance. And I really feel one of the highlights of Japanese cuisine, besides the appearance, it's very much about presentation. As I said, when I was in Japan, you could go to a back alley, like, noodle place, and it may be cheaper, but it comes out just beautifully. It's so beautiful. It's just like, you gotta be kidding me. It was delicious too. So it's just this, it's first the visual of the eyes, and then it's this beautiful balance. So nothing ever overtakes anything. They're never to go with chili, like in your face, it's gonna make you go, oh, no, because it wouldn't balance. But if you don't like heat, you probably wouldn't like this one. That was good. I could eat a whole bag of that and I would have no shame. So yes, good thing they only gave me 2. So this is the plate that they send. They always send kind of some kind of kitchenware, which I think is what really brings this box out. And so this is a Sakura side plate, and size to hold sweets, the cherry blossoms pattern, beautiful, enjoy your Sakura season. So what I like about it is that they put these in here, and a lot of these are little side plates for treats when you have tea. So yes, please. And I knew I was going to get this one. I knew it. I know, it is very pretty, but I was looking, I wanted one of the other two. I wanted one of these because they're so delicate. These two right here. And I bet you I'm going to get that one. I always guess it. I always guess it. It's very, it's very like there. It's in your face. It is very beautiful. But I kind of knew. That's why I was surprised I got this one. You don't get this one with this box. You had to do an order before, I think it was February 28th, to get this. And honestly, I was shocked when I got the cup because there was also a couple plates. They gave me the cup. This is the first one where I got the one that I wanted. The thing is, I will say, it is like the Japanese tend to do tea in this. We tend to use the handle. That was the one thing that, I was missing because I have roommates like, where's the handle? You're going to burn your hands. I went, so be it. So it's done this way, and I don't care. I love this. I've used it so many times since I got it, like at least 4. I love this thing. This is the highlight of my collection. It's so beautiful. I mean, seriously, look even to the bottom, and then it goes in the rim. And this is very beautiful as well. But I always look, I'm not gonna lie, I don't look at fully what's coming in the box, but I do look at what's coming in the kitchenware. Okay, let's start with the things that I'm kind of like, okay, out of everything. I think out of all of them, the milk manju, which is quite delicious. It's just very simple. I had mentioned that one here. It's right here. It's just very simple. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just kind of, to me. It's delicious, but it's just, if I had to choose something, just because it really depends on who you are, and I tend to really like flavors, and this is just very delicate and about the texture and a little light flavor, and that's just not how I roll. One of my favorite cuisines is Thai food, especially when it's spicy, and just they like put the sour with the sweet with the everything in there. It's like everything in there, and it punches you in the face. I kind of like that. I don't like to be punched in the face. Nobody does, but I'm saying the flavor can do it, but nobody else can, because that's just not right. So I love that. I love that. The next one may be the senbei boat. The crackers are really good, but the actual boat, when I tasted the piece, is a little bit bitter. So what's cool about it is the different crackers have different tastes, and I think that the boat is just supposed to offset it. But the boat alone had an interesting taste to it. I was like, okay, it's not bad. It's totally not bad. It's just, it's hot in here. It's not bad. It's just, it is what it is. And why is it hot in here? Because it has gotten warm this weekend and the heaters have not been turned off. Feeling balmy. Okay. So I actually just pulled like more crab from my teeth from that boat. Yeah, it's the shell. I still have some in my mouth. I know. Everybody's like, what? So this is kind of interesting because my favorites I think is the jelly candy, only because it brings me back to childhood. So this is purely based off of childhood memories, purely, and it makes me smile. This makes me smile so much. Brings me back to my brothers getting chocolate bars and me getting rice candy, and they're like, what is wrong with you? So the one that I would do next is the chili arare. I love this. This thing is so good. This thing is so good. I wish I'd gotten a whole bag full. This just seems cruel to only give me 2. But you know what? That's okay, because I'm going to check out that Japanese store. And then a lot of these things are made specifically for Sakuraco, but if I can find anything similar to it, I'm going to check that shop. And I'm also, well, they don't have savory products at Minamoto Kichoen, but I'm going to check out that Japanese shop. Yes, it is in Park Slope. So you can go check it out if you would like. It is on 5th Avenue. I do not know the full address, but go check it out. So the next one would be the Cherry Blossom Cracker. It's not a Sakura Senbai. There is that, and that was really good too. But what I like about this one in comparison is that it, the other one's just a cracker. With this, it has a filling in it, a Sakura filling, which just takes it, so it's the Sakura Wafer. It just takes it to a whole different level. It just takes it to a whole different level. And apparently there's 2 of them. There's the one with the heart and there's the one with the tree. I got the one with the heart. In this case, I'm totally fine. But those are my favorite. Now, as far as the ones that I think are gonna throw people off, I think as far as the Western viewpoint, and you know, excuse me if I am wrong, I think it's going to be the cracker boat, especially that shrimp in there. I think it's going to throw some people off. It is worth doing. Eat it. Just get out of your head and do it. It's quite good. The only thing I don't like is I'm still finding shell in my mouth. Yeah, and that's just me. I'm not used to that, and that's okay. But the boat tastes a little bit, but the rest of the crackers are quite good. And, you know, they all bring something. It balances out each other. So it all makes sense together. But I can see where some people will be going, The other one is the Sakura Daifuku. And I love this, but I can see why some people would be a little bit confused, is because it's the mochi with the red bean in there. And I think mochi in itself is an interesting consistency. I love mochi. I love mochi. I have mochi ice cream in my refrigerator right now, and it's so freaking good. But then also the red bean paste in it. I think it's just going to throw some people off. It doesn't throw me off. I'm going to eat those and I'm going to love every minute. They're perfect. They're something that you would take for lunch and have 1 or 2. Because you don't want to be, you know what I mean? Or have 1 and then when you're done with your meal, you eat that and you don't get too crazy on the sweets. It's red bean paste, so it's healthy for you. There you go. So yeah, that is this month's April 2022 Sakuraco box. I really love this one. I mean, I love them all. I mean, I don't think there's any, I just feel like this one had a really good range of things. I feel like there was a lot of varying different consistencies and new flavors and things that I didn't expect. And I really like it. I thought it would just be Sakura. Oh no, there's apple, there's everything, there's chili. There is absolutely everything in this box. And I feel like the only thing it's missing is matcha, except for the tea. Usually there's a matcha snack. There's no matcha snack. I love matcha, but you have the tea, so it's there. So you basically get like a little something of taste of Japan in little different types. And I love that. And they even had a little bit of the plum and the apple. Just so smart. This was a good box. Yes. So there you have it. Let me know what you think of this box. Are you getting tempted? It's expensive. You know what? That's okay. You're treating yourself, and this is actually, to me, worth it. If it wasn't worth it, I would not have renewed my subscription. I really wouldn't have. So that tells you that this is quite special. So with that, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.